generative AI is transforming creative work, text, code, video. Which areas do you think will be most impacted next?
We start with the hot potato question from the beginning. So, I think that this is really kind of the buzzword now, and everybody is interested. But what's important to be mentioned is that AI may sound nice, it may be the trend of the day, but it came to our lives long ago, right? And a lot of people are mixing automations and different parts of the technology which were there to help even 20 years ago with what we have currently now. And yes, technology is evolving because the hardware is evolving, which means that even if we had the idea back in the days, the hardware was still not there, so we couldn't have such kind of technology. But nowadays, yes, this is exploding. We see it everywhere. You're able to create a picture or even an advertise with just a single prompt. You're able to create music with just keywords that you imagine. Yes, the entertainment sector to me is the most impacted one because it's visible, it's easy to use, it's easy to adopt. While if we are talking about corporate approach and tech companies, this is a little bit different because they had to comply with lots of regulations. Of course, you know that personal data is probably the next buzzword when we are talking about AI and trends. But the huge players in the technology market, they're embracing it in a little bit slower way because of everything that they have to comply with. But at the end of the day, if you imagine AI is it's there, it's in banking, it's in healthcare, it's in, let's say, even university and curriculum details when we talk about students and so on. And last but not least, it is there to stay. Because at the end of the day, if we're comparing everything that we just discussed, it's not taking anyone's job, because I'm sure that you ask me that.
Yeah.
But it's helping us evolve. It's helping us to become better, more proficient. And even if you look at the big picture, you can really understand that AI is there to be our teammate, right? It's not there to replace us.
Okay, but I have a question. Is AI really a tool, or we can consider AI a different entity of some sort that it can create things on its own and take decisions on its own? I mean, on the highest level of the term AI. I mean, not the AI in my air conditioner at home. I mean, the AI at the highest level, or the future hyper-performing AI. What do you think about this?
I think that you've basically really shared what's the direction. Because back in the days, people, when we talk about AI, they know that they can ask one of the engines a question and receive the answer, right? So use it as a tool. But in reality, what and why it's helping us, it's not only because of using tools about creating images, and so we went through that, right, already. But there are already AI platforms when you go and you can solve your case end to end. There are tools and there are different cases where you can go and you can create a product or a web page for less than 10 minutes. So it's there to be your teammate. It's there to help you, to assist you in day-to-day, in repetitive tasks and so on. Yes, someone could say, yes, but this is process automation and so on. But I'll give you just a quick use case. A couple of weeks ago, we had an issue with a customer. There was not a ready product to display something that they really need. There was a discussion how they could obtain this information. People can talk about reports, data, and so on. But for less than 2 hours, using an AI platform, we managed to create a live dashboard which basically suited their needs. And because it's taken so small amount of time, this is something that you complement your work to the customer with. So they can see that you're adding value to them, leveraging the latest technology. Because a couple of years ago, either someone will say this is not possible, or they will just provide a report to them which is already an old information.